All right. All right. How is everyone? Let's see. I got a little bit of stuff done in between now and yesterday instead of working on the application of applications, I worked on um what did I work on? Oh, I worked on my Rust video. I got that out. So, you're welcome. Not sorry. So I didn't get as far as I wanted to, but I did clean up this repo just a little bit with the manifest. I'm in Indiana, so not great. Well, yeah, good point. Good point. How are you doing? Well, I guess not great. All right. I don't know that anybody except for people that live near Indiana would know that. Like would understand. All right. Let me pull up our document. We can go over some of this stuff. It's way better than not. It's way worse than Kentucky, is what I meant. Way worse than Kentucky. Far superior state. I can't even sit here and think of ways that Indiana is better. I was gonna try to think of one. I can't do it. Can't think of one. We have some hills. I don't even know that hill is in your restricted vocabulary. No. Okay. So instead of getting on an argument of which is the worst state to live in, let's talk about what we're going to do. Let's see. So we started working on the deployment for the bot. It actually came to our attention that I hadn't actually even been able to connect to the null cloud for you have a higher average income. Yeah, you have like 12 people, and like 6 of those 12 work in Chicago, and you claim them anyways. Yeah. Uh, like to see that stat without Chicago. And one is you. Touche. Touche. All right. Let's see. We don't need to be here. Oh, what was I going to show you guys? I was going to show you kubectl get nodes. Boom. That is the null cloud. So you can see the null servers. So that currently just runs the website, but you can kind of see what the whole thing looks like as far as yeah, it might just serve one thing right now, but it actually has quite a bit. And I know that I'm well overdue on a video of everything that went into this from like we have signed certificates that get rotated. We have a secure connection out to the cloud with a static IP address. We have Metal LB providing load balancers for Istio Ingress. Yeah, so it's kind of cool. It's quite a bit of work too. But yeah, so I can actually now see the null cloud on the new computer. So I know for a while this, I just am trying out Arch for those of you just joining, just just learning Arch. Not great at it, but I got it set up to check out the cloud. So yeah. Anyways, what we're doing now is making a new deployment to the cloud. So that's what we made this. We made this. We're working on a Discord bot. It's really dumb right now. We're working on a Discord bot, and we've gotten a Discord bot built. I do have a GitHub action that's publishing a container for our GitHub or our Discord bot. Actually, we need to go see what that is because I don't know what this SHA is supposed to be. So let's go find what that is. Docker Hub null channel. Well, let's see if we can't find it. The it doesn't even find. Okay, here we go. Here we go. This is. Let's see. I just want to see everything by the null channel. Null bot. Here we go. Something already downloaded it? It has to be something that crawls. I haven't even downloaded it. I don't even know what the latest SHA is. So eventually, one of the things that we need to do is I don't want to actually manage this SHA myself. So let's see. We can just grab that and jump on over here. I don't actually want to come in here. I just actually want to run the latest. So the latest that's main. So we'll lock the main down. And I just want to run whatever's latest on. Oh, that's. But I don't want to do latest. There's actually a lot of reasons why you don't want to do this. That this is actually not great. And in the future, I might actually. Here we go. This is what I wanted. In the future, I might not do the latest on main. I might have like some integration or end-to-end tests that have to pass first, and then once all those things pass, then I want this to be updated. But for a first step, for right now, what we want to do is basically update this file anytime the main branch is updated. So that's another thing that we need to do. I think I put that on our list of things to do. Let's check out. Check it out. Let's see. Yeah, here we go. Null cloud auto deployment. And this is actually going to come into play and be helpful for us. Let's see, this is going to be helpful for us when we talked about actually providing as part of the cloud like a container runner for anybody that's part of the Discord channel, which should be in the description if you want to join the Discord server. Anyways, having this auto deployment will be good because those people's things will need to be auto deployed as well. So yeah, we'll leverage all of this. Okay. Last, what else do we need to do? We need to do some YAML. We need to do some YAML. I think I'm most of the way there, but we need to check it out. So I broke it up where we're actually installing two apps, the nullbot and the web app, because we want two different Argo apps. That's another thing that's installed on this server is Argo CD. So let's see. Get kubectl get all dash in Argo CD. So yeah, we have an Argo CD install setup, which is pretty sweet. There's some other stuff that we might tweak this a bit. You'll notice there's some pending. These are fine. So basically this is like super HA, and since I only have 2 worker nodes, uh, it's complaining a little bit. But it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We just like to ignore errors. All right. So now we just gotta walk through this. Ooh, I almost forgot. We have been testing out AIs. Another thing that we're doing is testing out how well AIs help us, or in a lot of cases, get us into trouble. In code, we're testing tab 9 right now. I think next week we're probably going to switch over to GitHub Copilot, and then we also I have a subscription to. I don't think it's costing just yet. I don't think it's costing just yet. Code Whisperer from AWS. So we're going to be testing those out. And we ask ChatGPT as well to help us with some of this stuff. Actually, this Saturday, probably 10 a.m. Eastern time, we are going to try to get ChatGPT to make the website look better. Because like right now, it looks like garbage. The null cloud looks kind of bad. What OS? This is Arch Linux. So it's kind of. I'm gonna offend some Archer, but Arch is kind of like the Nomad Linux. It's a little bit more painful than Ubuntu. If you're new to Linux, I would definitely recommend just hitting Ubuntu. It's the most widely supported distro. This one has a little bit more do-it-yourself. So it's really good for me. I'm learning about Linux and doing it, but yeah, it's not for everyone. One of the things right now, I'm using GNOME, and I really hate it for streaming. To not have multiple desktops on everything, I basically can't use multiple desktops on this one. So when I'm streaming, I kind of just pile up these things, and I can kind of alt tab, but I can't alt tab between these two because they're both Visual Studio Code. So I'm probably going to use i3. We'll switch to i3 at some point in the future. I find it easier to stream with, but haven't installed i3 yet. That's a whole bit of work to do. So for right now, this is doing well. So yeah, anyway, Saturday we're gonna have ChatGPT, and I said that whatever we got it to make, however I could ChatGPT Whisper, I will deploy it for a week. So whatever we make on Saturday, you'll get to go and witness at the as long as it compiles, as long as it works, it will we'll use it for a week. It can't be much worse than mine. I mean, check this out. If you start getting small, it kind of falls apart. This goes below. Oh, don't use your phone on it. It does not support. It's like AWS. AWS doesn't support phone. All right. Yeah, switching between windows in the same app is not great with Alt Tab. And by not great, like I don't know how to do it. I was just sitting there trying to do it. Sorry, you guys state things and then I have to think about it. All right, so anyways, let's see how this is looking. Okay, we have the null web. This one was working, but this actually changed. So one of the things that we did here was we made these routes for our deployments. So the null web deployment for production is going to look here. So we have null web. Let's see, deployments, null web. There didn't used to be this null web. I already updated this one though. Cool. All right, let's check out the bot one. It has null bot, overlays, production. Now what we're going to have to do is, one thing is, these applications have never been applied. So I'm going to check this in, and I don't know if it's going to fail. This is going to be interesting because what's going to happen here, and what I'm not sure is going to work, is this already is deployed on the cluster. Wait. I've just said how to do it. Alt and backtick. Oh. There you go. Somebody that uses GNOME. Oh, I didn't see the alt and backtick. Ha! I'm an idiot. All right. Thank you, Russell. You're more lucid at the wee hours of the morning than I am. I never knew that. Okay, never mind. It's fine. It's fine. Well, sweet. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm just now switching between things. Okay. Sweet. Maybe I don't need i3. Maybe I don't. Maybe if I would just learn GNOME, it wouldn't be so bad. All right, so what I was saying is I don't know if this will break. I've never done this with Argo CD. Basically, this path changed. But when we commit this, where it was looking is going to be broken because it was looking at this path right there. But these two things, these two YAMLs actually don't get updated on the server automatically. These applications aren't being managed by an application. And this is where the app of apps comes in, but I don't want to use an app of apps for these because honestly, these are the main apps. And if I had another application that I wanted to, I would make that part of this deployment here. So like if the null website had some microservices, I would make applications in here that were managed by this application, this null web application. So I think this is just a weird thing that we're going to have to handle. It might actually break the deployment initially. So we're going to go ahead and try this. We're going to commit this. We're going to go ahead and commit this to GitHub. And then we're going to kind of take a break and see if it broke. And then we'll go ahead and update these and see if that's okay. I haven't created the namespace for it either. So let's create that namespace first. Actually, we don't need to. Let's see. Looks about right. You can see we moved these things out. That's better. Okay. So new files. Yeah, we have the new nullbot app. I guess I did do some of this last night. I did more than I thought I did. All right. Let's see. It looks fine, I think. I think this looks good. Let's see. We have our overlays. We have our dev and prod overlays. Then in here we have our... Actually, let's check those really quickly. Oops. Okay, so in here we have our null web. And we have our dev and prod overlays. And in here we're going to be pointing towards the production. Ooh. I didn't catch this. This is good. Good look over. I changed it to prod instead of production. Uh, I decided to rip that band-aid off. I didn't like typing all of production out, so it was good. All right, so then in here, this is just going to base. We're not doing any customization at all. We are dev and prod right now are the exact same. Actually, one of the things that we can do soon is which version is being deployed will be updated here. That's actually going to be on how we automatically update our files. Is we're going to do our version is going to be done through customize. All right, let's see. So then we're just wait. We're doing base, but there's no customized file here. This is actually going to fail hard. If you give a resource like this, it's looking for a customized file, or you have to give it a customized file. So what we need to do here is, let's see, this is in the production. One second. Yeah, this is in the production. We need to do overlays prod. Overlays. Okay, so tab 9 is not doing YAML. If you do a lot of YAML, it is failing. It kept wanting to say null bottoms. Literally. I bet we can do it again. And see, this is going to work because it's going to point here. And this has a customized file. It goes 1, 2 up into null web. Why is null bot there? That's a bug. All right. 1, 2 up into null web. Null web should have a customized file. Boom. Has the deployment, gateway, service, virtual service. Beautiful. Okay. This looks good now from this standpoint. Let's make sure that the dev also looks the same, which it did, which will fix it. Let's give a new line at the end of the file. Just make sure that we're following good practice. Okay, and then this is all right. Cool. It still just wanted to put overlays. Watch this. Watch this. I bet we could do null. Yep, null bottom. It's still, after I taught it so many times that I wanted null bot, it still goes for null bottom. I'm gonna have to make like, I don't know. It likes it. That's what it wants to go with. Okay, that's the null web. That looks good now. Let's look at this. All right, so for this, we just have the deployment. We have the namespace defined there. We have the deployment. We don't have any services because there should be no internal traffic just yet. We discussed that last time. And then we have our overlays here. Really, I generally go with this, and then I have overlays here, but I think we're just going to do this really dumb and just leave it as going into base. Just keep it stupid simple for right now. We'll add more complexity later. It especially becomes nice when you're talking about like this. Okay, so why I do this right here, where the base actually has its own overlays. This seems like a lot of overkill, and for this right here, what we're doing here. Actually, let me make this a little bit larger. It's super overkill for this right here. But the reason I've gotten into the habit of doing this is because if you have microservices, and so this null web might be made up of 10 microservices that are defined here. I find that you can actually have other overlays of your base, and this gives you ways to just play around with that. And then all you're actually doing when when you're picking your overlay here is picking some combination of these. It's probably very overkill for what we're doing here, so I'm not actually going to go do that. I'm just going to leave it like this. All right, let's actually try to use this. I think this looks good. Let's add these. Git add. Let's see, git. If you do multiple -m's, it gives you new lines. You don't have to do like new line characters in your command line. Yeah. Let's see. We moved the null web to its own directory, added null bot app. Created all right. Now, this is where I don't know if this just breaks everything that I do. Oh, sweet. Yeah, I mean, this is why I like communities like this, because you tell me things I never knew, and sometimes, yeah, every once in a while I pull out one, although not usual. I think yeah, not usually. Like alt backtick. Holy cow. I guess I've only used GNOME for a couple of years, but actually, honestly, I haven't used GNOME for a couple of years. I've used Linux for a couple of years, and mostly I've used i3. All right, so I'm gonna make that a little bit smaller. Now, this might have broken our deployment. Let's check it out. Hey, we're still running. So my guess here is it did nothing because the files it was watching didn't change. They disappeared, but Argo isn't going to go and delete your application when you delete those files, at least not by default. I don't know that there's a setting that you can do that, but by default, I don't think that it's going to do that. We could try to actually go see the Argo UI. Let me, I don't remember how to do that. Argo CD expose UI. You have to port forward it. I do know that much. Or you put it in part of ingress. I didn't actually put it in our ingress because I didn't want to actually expose it. So effectively at this point, if you look here, kubectl git. Sorry. If you look here at our, well, you know what I should have done. Sorry, not all. Yeah, this is everything that comes into. This is not my external IP. Just I know Russell was thinking it. It's not actually my external IP address. It's the external one that the load balancer can bind to. So yeah, you can't go hit my services there. Anyways, this is basically everything that is exposed here is exposed to the internet. This is basically my route from the internet into the null cloud is through this. So what the other thing that we can do is we actually have, let's see. Yeah, some people didn't know 10 was a private IP address, but it's very nice. I like using it. Yeah, and 10.1.1.50 to 10.1.1.100 are my IP ranges for my load balancers. So technically, I can only have 50 load balancers, although I don't know that I need any more than the one that I have. But because that's the exterior to the cluster and everything else is interior to the cluster, so I don't know that I need any more load balancers. But if I did, I only have 50 that I have allocated. Um, uh, I need to make a video on all of this. I set it all up, but I really wanted to have something served on the null cloud that people could go use, even if it's stupid and simple beforehand. I don't just want a website posted there. So I need to get that done, and then I'll go into it because it's a cool learning experience. 10.1.1.10 to 50 is all of the node IP addresses. I don't think I'll tackle that hurdle if I have more machines than that allows for. It means I've done something right, or or I've done something completely wrong. Okay, so what was I talking about? Oh, so what it is then? Let's see. Let's actually grep all the services and look for Argo CD. They have a UI service, right? Yeah, we have Argo CD server, and it's a cluster IP. So they had some nice little command you could use. I don't actually feel like exposing it. Maybe it's in there like getting started. I just want. Let's see. Log in using the CLI. Oh, here we can access the Argo CD API server. Let's see. Oh, they're actually just making it a load balancer. Actually, we could do this. Just make it a load balancer. Let's just do that. It won't be exposed to the internet, but I'll have just a IP address here. Actually, now that I've said that we shouldn't do a load balancer, I actually think that that's a great idea. It won't be this one, and this isn't where all the public internet is coming into, so there'll be no way from the public internet to get there, unless if I was to expose it through the HA proxies that sit in front of that. Okay. So we're just going to patch this. Let's see. It probably was easier to type that out. So I got 151 or 51. Cool, cool. Now, this is going to be the fun part. Did I remember the password for the root user? Ooh, we should give it a cert too. We'll need to give it a cert. So in actuality, what we need to do is we need to get it a cert from. We need an actual sign cert. I don't want to do a self-sign cert. We'll have to do that at some point. All right, I'm going to hide it. I'm not going to show you my username. If I remember the username. Oh, I created this a while ago. I'll have to look at my video notes because I think they're in my video notes. I hope my password's not in the video notes. We might be able to get a UI. We'll see. We'll see. We can also reset the password. Null admin. I wouldn't do something like that and set it as password. Let me try password. Nope. Not password. But I do know what it is. So, all right. All right. We can see. Let's see what it is. All right, we have a failure here. Sync failed. Let's see what it is. This is a monstrosity. Everything actually looks healthy. Wait. Failed to sync 3 months ago. I don't get it. We'll come back and look at that. Let's look at the things that are more exciting. So we have the null bot here. Let's see. It does sync is okay, but it seems like it's in crash loop back off. Oh, okay. This actually looks like it worked, but our pod is garbage. I don't know who made that pod. Actually, ChatGPT made that. No, I'm not even joking. ChatGPT wrote that Docker file. You can go watch the stream. Let's see. Back off 5 minutes, restarting. We didn't even test this container image, now that I'm thinking about it. Absolutely did not. I meant to go back and test it off stream. Never did. Okay, well, that's interesting. Let's check out our other one. This actually seemed to work better than I thought it was going to, the null web. So our null deployments looks fine, and our null. Now, the thing is, did it actually update to, let's look at the manifest. Yeah, it got the updates. I thought it was going to break it. I was wrong. Actually, I'm sorry. I should make this all a little bit bigger for you all. I'm sorry. That was probably impossible to read. Awesome. So it's still up and running because it's still up and running. Awesome. Okay, so that's cool. We have our bot. It sucks. You know, ChatGPT led me astray. Let's check it out. We'll check it out on the command line. I'm gonna use the tab. Let's see. Git. Not Git. Actually, I just installed kubectl before this started. I wanted to install it. One thing I noticed, another thing that we're going to need to do, maybe next week, is we should be on 125 at least. I think so this is using K0s. That's the deployment mechanism. That's the thing. They run a little bit behind. I don't think that they have 126 support yet. They run a couple months behind, I think. Don't quote me on that though. Yeah. I guess I deployed this 118 days ago. So we need to update our deployment. We got to go to 125. So I think we'll try to do that next week. We'll see how bad it is. Hopefully, it doesn't break my entire cluster. I've never upgraded one K0S. Hopefully, I can make a video on K0S as well. What else? Oh, let's check out our deployment. I need to make aliases. Let's describe. Actually, let's check the pods. I don't know why I started with deployments. All right. Let's see. It's not really telling me anything useful. We'll probably just run the. Oh. Oh, actually, it's probably working. I can tell you why it would crash. Let's actually jump into the. I'll show you. It will crash on me. Watch this. It crashed on me. We didn't make any secrets or anything for it. So, okay. So it doesn't have the environment key, the access token it needs to actually be running on scraping Discord or connecting to Discord. Makes sense. Yeah, I did just sit here and talk about how it was all ChatGPT's fault. Oh, hmm. I think I do owe ChatGPT an apology. We haven't proven that the container is correct. Haven't proven that. There's at least one thing that I need to do. Now, how I want to do secrets. That's a good question. I was thinking about this. I actually had thought about this problem. I forgot about it today, but was thinking about this problem the day before yesterday. I can do a Kubernetes secret, but my my main question is, do I run Vault? I really don't want to run Vault myself, but I don't know of a better way of doing it. I can just put it like in Kubernetes as a Kubernetes secret, and I know that my etcd is already encrypted, so in the K0S deployment, so it is encrypted at rest, but it's not the best way. But maybe that's okay. Maybe that's acceptable. And I just put them in manually. Let's install kind and go. I think go and then kind, because that's how I generally do it. I just install it with go. Um, is there a yay file for that? Can I just, Can I just do this? Sweet goodness. All right. Let's go get kind. So the other thing that maybe we can do is make it so that we can run all these deployments locally. That will help us test some of these types of things. You can use any local Kubernetes thing that you want. I use kind a lot. I do this. So we can make a secret. That's easy enough. The other thing that we need to look, so I guess we need to actually look at, I forget how we pulled this in here. We are just reading this out of the environment. So we maybe just shove the secrets into the environment variables. Is that how we should mount them? That's what I'm guessing. Yeah. Okay. I'll do this off of stream. So I'll fix this up after stream. It's not, I don't know. I'm not going to show my Discord token, or let me rephrase. I might show my Discord token, and this is why I don't want to reset it again. So I won't do it right here, but I'll make a secret, and I will get that in by, yeah, and have it running. If anything else is broken with it, I won't touch it. I'll promise to do that on stream. So I won't fix any of ChatGPT's errors that we haven't gotten to yet. I'm now hoping that there's a big error. I forgot that we didn't even look at it at the file, at the Docker file. It looks fine though, honestly. I went to, anyways, yeah, it looks fine. Okay. Oh, I did this while you guys were, I did this off stream as well. So I did this Docker, published to Docker Hub. It's pretty straightforward. It's just a GitHub action that I threw on there. So when you commit to main, it's gonna slap it with the SHA. We can get a little more fancy, but for right now, that's gonna work pretty nicely. So we'll get those updates directly out there. All right. Let's see. Okay, yep, I will do this. Let's see, what else do we have? We need to set up to do some UI debugging. I haven't actually set this up to do Node and everything. So Saturday, we're going to have ChatGPT do my UI. Yeah, this actually is going, this went really well. I didn't expect it to be so so easy. Sometimes when I mess with this, sometimes I'm not so good at it. We'll have to fix this, and we'll have to look into this Prometheus stack. I don't know why it would say sync failed. I couldn't actually see a failed sync here. Like, it says that it failed, but then it said it succeeded and synced everything. Oh, wait. Oh, I must have just missed that. Never mind. It didn't actually say it. It's sunk, synced, everything. Custom resource definition, API extension. Okay, it's Prometheus monitoring cores.com is invalid. Metadata annotations too long. Must have at most. Oh, I have a bad configuration. Wow, must have at most 262,144 bytes. Oh, interesting, interesting. Let's. I actually just want to see this really quickly. So this is in monitoring. I really need to. I really need to go over aliases on this machine. I just installed kubectl, so maybe we'll do some aliases next week. Saturday we're not doing any Kubernetes stuff. Let's see. Just good old AI programming. kubectl. What was? Oh, I wanted to look at the monitoring. Dash in monitoring. Let's just get nodes. Let's make sure everything is there. Oh, not get nodes, get pods. I'm sorry. Pods. Yep. Okay. So what I want to look at is this. Prometheus monitoring. All right. Let's actually just describe, or actually, let's actually do the good old OYAML. Now, what it was saying was the annotations were too long, and this is the problem I have seen. This annoys me. This annoys me. I don't know if any of you have struggled with this, but basically, this is the last applied configuration is stored in a JSON blob in an annotation. And what happens is if this annotation gets too long, it starts to die and complain and do all of this. I don't remember off the top of my head how to get around this, so I'll have to research it and look into it. I'll fix it on stream whenever I figure out what the problem is. And this is also one of the things we can also make videos. If people watch these streams and find something like this really interesting that we do work on, and like to have like a video like detailing out what happened in steps and or think it would be helpful, well, let's obviously do it. So okay, cool. Well, we can fix that. We might also be able to expose this publicly. I was just thinking about it. I know that I didn't do it through Ingress, through our Istio Ingress, but eventually in the future, we might be able to expose this publicly. If we can link it up with whatever sign-in mechanism we use that verifies that you're part of the Discord server. I mean, again, somebody abuses it, but you can give viewer status here. So like, we can go into user info. I'm not going to do it because I don't know what it will show. It shouldn't show anything. Hey, except what user I'm logged in as. Not showing that. But we should be able to set up an issuer with read only. So even if there is a bad actor, they shouldn't be able to screw with anything. But anyways, yeah. I feel like we should have red. We should have degraded. We have a node failing. But it's okay. It's okay. This is something that it like technically it's synced. The null bot. It's failing, but it's synced. You have to learn to read it. Like understand what it's telling you here. All right, I need to install npm, I think. Let's ask ChatGPT what is the best way to install npm on Arch Linux? I don't know what Trizin is. Trizin? Would you recommend a a node manager. So isn't there like NVM, like the node version manager or something? NVM. I called it. I called it. Wait. In? Is this actually a thing or is it just screwing up? Because this seems like the node version manager. Let me search that. In node manager. It's not wrong, I don't think. Okay. Not wrong. How popular is it? Said it was popular. It's pretty popular. It is real. So what do you use if you got rid of NVM? What which do you use? You know what? I also don't have the need, so maybe I'll just start there and just install npm. Let's go back to the first one. We'll just yay install this. That's a fair point. Just put in a Docker image if you needed to. You needed a special version for something. All right. Do I actually even have the code of the website down? I need to stop slapping null in the front of everything. I'm terrible at naming stuff. All right. Yeah, I do. Wait, don't you just run node install? Let's see. This is probably on an older version of Node. I've never upgraded versions of Node before because I'm not a dirty UI developer. Just teasing. Just teasing. Let's see. How to upgrade a a Node project's version of Node. No, I don't want to. I want to upgrade the project. You're on the wrong path. Um, maybe I'm wrong here, but that's what it feels like to me. Oh, is it? You're right. Oh, and I didn't install npm. I installed Node because I'm I'm a monster. Um, I don't I don't know why. I just installed I was blindly following ChatGPT and ChatGPT gave me this. My gosh. ChatGPT lied to me. I wait, let me check. What is the best way to install npm on Arch Linux? I said npm and they gave me Node. This isn't true. I asked for npm. Chat gave me Node. Sorry. ChatGPT sent me off on the. I have a legitimate complaint there. npm install. You're right. Node install is just stupid. I'm such an idiot. The fact that I accidentally did that shows just how bad I am. All right, new major version of npm available. Wait. So, did I install the wrong npm package? I mean, I just did npm. Yeah, and it's 819. And there I'm on Arch though. Arch is always bleeding edge, right? Ooh, okay, so yay SI npm. Okay, cool. Yeah, you're right. It hasn't been updated for a little while. Is there a different package we're supposed to use? So I'm not doing this because I found in general you don't want to mess with what the package manager installed. Wait. Node has an artistic license? Isn't it just Apache? Okay, so maybe do we just want to install the Node version manager? Like this is saying. I installed the Node.js, but the Node.js did not have npm. Oh, it's optional. How do you install optional? But it's just installing this one. So I mean, like, it's not even, that's just installing the older one. I'm not sure that I'm too too angry about this though. Like honestly, we can just use this one. I have one critical vulnerability. And then maybe we jump over to NVM. I don't really have the need or desire to work in different versions. I just want to be as secure as possible. This is horrifying. That's NVM. It's just a okay. That's okay. Maybe I'll just leave it for right now. That's it. Okay, yeah. It's super lightweight. It is a Next app, so now let's see. It's npm run a dev, right? I think that's beautiful. Awesome. All right. Okay, I'll have to look into this. I wonder what's going on, why it's not updated. All right, well, in that case, I think actually I haven't streamed that long. It doesn't feel that long, at least. Yeah, it's late for you, Russell. Very late. Um, for Saturday's stream, we're just doing the AI programming of a node. I actually think this is where, if you actually open up like, we can open it up really quickly. If you actually open up, let's see, this is where those AI ones really start to shine. When you're actually doing like JavaScript and front end, and I don't know, I use them a lot. Not on the U, but yeah. Let's see, pages. There we go. Like I feel like they do so much better here when you do something here. Maybe not in HTML. Maybe even in HTML. See, it's even giving me like head, header, main class name. Yeah, like I said, I think here they do a lot better than the YAML. Although I would have expected YAML to be a little bit better. We'll see if it's just tab 9 that's struggling with YAML. Oh, I didn't share my screen. Sorry. I'm not sure if it was just tab 9 that struggles with YAML or if it is all of them. I haven't done a whole lot of YAML with all of them, so we'll cycle back with Copilot and see if it's also struggling the same way. I don't know. Oh, dude, I hate that, Russell, where it's like I just couldn't make it through the day, so I took a nap, and then it's done. Like I'm gonna be up till 3 a.m. and then it perpetuates the cycle because at least for me, I've got to be up at 7:30, and then like, so guess what? I don't make it through the day again, and then I take a nap again, and then it's hard to get out of that cycle. But yeah, so we'll see. We'll use mostly Chat GPT on Saturday, and I mean, obviously, we'll be using Tab 9 as we go through. Um, Tab 9 Insights, little strong arm. Oh, no. That's not the. I thought it was going to be like Tab 9 Insights on this application, but that's like insights on how you're using it. That's okay. So yeah, we'll get it. We'll get some professional AI coding on Saturday. That's the stream. Professional AI coding. People are going to think I'm making an AI, which is not what's going to happen. So, how did you like the YAML as the markup language? I actually really like TOML. Is that wrong? I feel like liking any markup language is wrong, but I feel like I really like TOML. Yeah. They're all just INI files. Um, yeah, I'm gonna respectfully disagree with that. I feel like they're not INI files. Like that's their benefit. Uh, I'm not sure. I feel like ChatGPT is just going to tell me to start over. I'm going to have to think of ways to ask it how to improve this UI because it's not starting from. So, another thing that I found interesting with ChatGPT is it's much better if you're starting from its domain. But if you're starting with like an existing project or things like that, I find it harder to give it the information it needs. But what I think we can do is like make some components. So discrete components we can make using it. Um Actually, I'm going to start just with the main screen because it looks terrible. I need like a I need this looks terrible. I want the null cloud to look cool, and this looks terrible. I don't know. I don't know. This looks terrible. So maybe we just start from the ground up. Uh, have ChatGPT redo everything. Can you make me I don't know why I keep putting P in that or M. Okay. So, are we wanting to see if it will use Tailwind? All right, with this information, I can provide you with HTML and CSS needed to create the desired look and feel for your app. Well, I think we use Next.js. All the cool kids are using Next.js. We will use Next.js. I like a dark Darker color theme. Let's see. The desired layout. What would be a good desired layout? And an awesome layout. I want it to be modern and demand your attention. Landing page with 3 main options. Dang it. That was the good layout. I used the word awesome as the desired layout. uh, uh, a CSS grid and flexbox to create a flexible and responsive layout that adjusts to different screen sizes. Ooh, a full screen background image. Should I get like a video of me walking through like a field of wheat? I don't know why that's what popped up into my head, but that's what popped up into my head. Oh no. All of these icons? Oh no. I'm going to need somebody to design me icons. That's okay because what we'll do is we'll make all of our okay. I'm going to use Stable Diffusion on Saturday to create the icons as well. So I probably need to stop. I was just playing around with it at this point, seeing what we could do. And what we'll do is we'll use Stable Diffusion to create the icons for it as well. So anytime that it's like asking for an icon, we will, obviously I'm gonna have it replace option 1, option 2 with um and the options be blog, cloud, and the other one's like coming soon. Get involved. Maybe we can get like get their email address or something. I wonder if I could just copy and paste this into Stable Diffusion. See, we're doing a grid container. What's a grid container? It's just a grid. This feels very not React to me. So I don't know. I was learning I don't feel like they use grid container here. I mean, that could just be me being dumb, but I feel like nobody uses grid container. Wait, I didn't use a grid container here, did I? No. I wouldn't do something like that. Okay. Okay. Oh yeah, I mean, I think I think you're right that font awesome icons is where we'll go afterwards, but Saturday we will just do a complete AI programming stream. We'll see what we can do leveraging AI to the best of our ability. I think I can run stable diffusion locally. Can, maybe I can just run it online. Can I download it? Use via the API. Maybe I can't download it, but I can just do it here. So we'll try to just slap stable diffusion with wonder if I can just do like blog icon dot ping. Oh, is that just a oh, it is just a class name. Oh, okay. Oh, that threw me for a loop because I thought it was the HTML, but it's just a class name. So you're right. And what was the grid container is just a display grid. Oh, okay. Okay. This makes more sense now. Oh no. What is this? What is this? A bug. A bug? I'm gonna have a bug. Uh oh dear. maybe we won't use the icons. Negative prompt. The last thing you returned. That's the name. I guess this is actually probably okay. This is I feel like they were trying to do like a reader. Like, okay, this honestly, this one right here looks like a library to me. Like with it is like a book with like a reader sitting with like a book side profile. This looks like the Onion News. I'm not allowed to say what that looks like. And a bug. I was hoping for some transparent backs too. So like it will be a little annoying if they don't have like I have no idea what it's doing. That's a printer. That's actually a decent icon for like the null, like having an in a fancy looking in, a special in. Is this medicine in a filing cabinet? Now I can't not see that. Dang it. Okay. Yeah, we might for faster generation and API access. You can try Dream Studio. I am a human. His broken USB symbol. These are guidance scale. Let's turn that guidance way up. Is that all the settings? That's the. You gotta log into Dream Studio. Logging in with Google worked. Let's see if Dream Studio does. I guess it uses the Hugging Face stable diffusion. Let's dream. Let's dream. All right, we want the height and width to be 512. Steps, don't care. Number of images, 4. Oh no, we want stable diffusion 2.1. Give me bleeding edge. um this didn't get any better. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. This is pretty much straight out of a horror film. Maybe this is better for like abstract art. Again, what, a blurry image? Okay, at least this looks like an icon. Even though they cut half of it off, or like a little bit of it off. They didn't center it. Okay, maybe this is not icon generating. Maybe what we need to do is maybe what will be better. Sorry, I am planning for Saturday a little bit so that what I might do what might be good here is just to try to get ChatGPT to use font awesome icons. Maybe this would be a better way than using stable diffusion. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I don't know. Not all of these are PG. We might try to do this. This actually looks like it's working. So wait. Oh, okay. So I'm hoping that this class is part of this. Ew. This isn't how you do it in. in this isn't how you do it, right? Right? Like we cannot do this. We just need to include this CSS class in our project, right? In I'm sorry, I'm blanking on the words, but in our next application, we don't want to include the CSS that way, right? We want to do it like this, right? I don't know how to do it to a link, but I can Google that. But I feel like this is not the right way to do it. Are you sure you? Yeah, you know, I think I'll be okay. I think I'll be okay. I think it's more like nightmare. These people should put nightmare here, not dream. Yeah, that's what I was. This is how I have done it with just like these import styles, and so like this is one of them. Um, I'll have to look. Can you show me how to import that style in next? Dude, I was actually just wondering that like these two especially look these two especially look yeah, I don't know. We'll have fun Saturday. I think Saturday is going to be a lot of fun. I'm not sure we'll get a whole lot done, but we'll have fun doing it one way or another. Okay. Wait. Import head from next head. And then they're throwing the link in here. It really wants to do this very badly. I thought that it was going to do. I thought that it was going to do the right thing. I don't think this is. Let me clarify. I don't think this is the right thing. I don't think it's the right thing. Yeah, we want something like this. Okay. Okay, I was right. I was right. Okay, this makes sense. So they just have like a font awesome import. This utils icons font awesome. Where was it? One directory up, utils font awesome. One directory up, utils. Uh-oh. I thought it was utils font awesome. All right, one second. Go back. Utils icons. Okay, one second. Uh, Utils icons font awesome. Okay, and this way it looks like they're actually trying to specify which ones they want. I'm gonna leave this up. Yep. Gonna we'll do this. I guess is that breaking? Is that going to not be allowed? We'll have to think of the rules. If it will be allowed to divert for future maintainability. You know, like part of me would. So what I'm thinking here is like, I would prefer to tweak it on Saturday so that I actually import Font Awesome correctly, and then I can continue using it after our Saturday stream, no matter what it looks like. Um, Instead of just copy and pasting it, but then I feel like it also takes away from it if I don't just copy and paste what they give me. Um, huh. I don't know. So I am learning Next as well. Like, don't I'm not a front end developer, and I'm definitely not a Next. I'm learning that, so we'll see. I think that I'm going to go with that, Russell. I don't want people to feel like I'm cheating. Like, I want the result to be the exact same as the copy and pasted. I just want to try to make it as easy for myself in the future. Also, hopefully, not to learn bad habits while we're at it. Yeah, and it will be their style. I'm just going to, like I said, it should look the exact same as ChatGPT doing it. Just going to try to make it a little less this. When it said sure, I was like, oh, it's doing it. And then it was talking about importing. And then it's like, I don't even know why it imported head from next head. Like, I don't even know that next head is a thing. Like, uh, this is amazing. You know, it's big brain when it's next head. Dude, honestly, like, and this is what makes me a bad YouTuber. This is what makes me a bad YouTuber. I never, ever like I found an exact way to get this to look more amazing and more awesome than it actually is. And honestly, I think ChatGPT is really cool and really powerful. But at the same time, they're like, yeah, and I got it to do all of this. And it's like, sure, you asked it the happy path, and the happy path is happy. That's why it's the happy path. And it looks cool and amazing, but like if you actually try to do it, yeah, if you actually get down into the weeds and try to do it, like I've documented quite a few times where it's just wrong. Like I said, if you ask it about the GitHub CLI, first, if you ask it about the GitHub CLI, unless if you really really interrogate it, it's going to continue to do like curl commands, not the GH command line tool. And then it's actually just wrong. It's literally it uses the Git command line flags with the GitHub command line tool, and it's just wrong. And the problem is, it actually looks really, really right. It looks, unless if you knew, it looks right. And anyways, yeah, I think maybe not bad. You actually maybe I need to have ChatGPT generate my or 1 second. Oh, actually, let's try this. Introduction to Rust. I misspelled introduction. Introduction to Rust video. Right. Like, yeah. And I guess this is, yeah, I say it makes me a bad YouTuber, but it makes, that's not exactly what I mean, but it it's not what gets a lot of views. I'm trying to solve some of that, but I want to do it in a way that still holds true to me because I don't like the clickbait. I want to actually do some stuff that, yeah, I don't know. Can we make this width a little bit wider? what, what? I love that everything with this has to be like a rusty color. Like every single one of these predominantly is like a rusty color. Let's see. Let's make them wider. There we go. I want like a standard resolution here. I can't have a standard uh. Oh, I'm sorry. I was trying to get like a 1080p, but it doesn't allow me to make a 1080p picture. Like, what are these? Introduction to Rust language video. I don't even know how to use these numbers. A video thumbnail. Maybe I should say YouTube thumbnail. Maybe it would do better with that. What is it? In your Tran language? Rust language. Oh, 1 second. I'm gonna take Rust language out of there. I think it's getting hung up on that. Uh, YouTube. You know what? Honestly, it's probably better thumbnails than what I make. Uh, I don't know how to use this. I didn't know what these back and forward goes. I wanted a 4x4 again. It gave me the exact same thing. I think that it thought I picked the image and it's like trying to make iterations on this image. I just want to stop. I think we're done. We're done with that. ChatGPT is so much cooler than Stable Diffusion. I don't know how people. I wonder if people just make tons and tons of iterations, and that's how like they get the cool pictures. I've only gotten horror film pictures so far. What is that though? 1 second. Tenenlanage. Tenenlanage. It's the in. Oh, it's actually like that game that's like I forget the name of it, where it's where you say the sounds. It's not spelled correctly, but like if you say it out loud, it sounds correct. In your out Tarout language. Rust. I don't know. Yeah, I probably should not try to sound that out altogether. I might. I need to download that though. I need to make that a shirt. Um, at least this part right here. I don't know. Maybe maybe all of it. All right. Well, so maybe you can do worse than my thumbnails, is what we're seeing here. Maybe I'm just not the AI whisperer. I don't know. I don't know. Anyways, I'm gonna get going. It was fun. We should have a blast on Monday. Or Saturday. We'll see what. I might actually try to start earlier than I usually try to be free by 1, and so I might try to do 4 hours. So I might start at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time if I can wake up that early. On Saturday, I have a problem waking up that early. So we're gonna have a blast though. So yeah, see ya.